I'm Eddie Rainier, and today's job is right here in the bathroom. What we're going to do is carefully remove all of the existing caulk, and then I'm going to share with you a special technique on how to do your own professional caulk job. We are building entertainment. What's up, hello? We are building entertainment. I like to start with a sharp razor blade, cutting on a 45-degree angle. Dig that blade as far into the corner as possible, and hopefully the old caulk will come out in chunks. You might have to repeat this step a few times to get any old layers of caulk removed. Next, grab a single-edged razor blade and remove all of the remaining caulk on the tub and tile. On porcelain tubs, I like to use the 120 grit sandpaper. It cleans up the scuff marks left over from the razor blades. Let's do another section together. Just angle that razor blade deep into the corner, top and bottom, and remove as much caulk as you can. Then come on back with your single-edged razor blade and clean up both surfaces. And if you have those hard-to-reach places, the 5-in-1 tool is your perfect fix. Okay, so now the whole bathroom is clean. We went ahead and took the caulk up around the toilet, the front of the tub, and of course everywhere inside. Now you go ahead and grab your blue painter's tape and come on over here, and this is going to give you the guide on where you want the edge of your caulk bead to reside. When applying the tape, remember that the gap you create will be the size of your finished caulk bead. When you're working with corners, just keep a consistent space between the wall and tub. Go ahead and tape up all areas being caulked before moving on to the next step. Okay, it's time to mind the gap. We're going to go ahead and fill this newly created gap that we made with the painter's tape with some caulk. I like to use the Quick Seal Plus, which actually fights off mold and mildew. Now I'm going to walk you through the steps, but I just want you to remember that you only really want to do a section that you can start and finish within 3 to 5 minutes. Let's take a look at how we're going to do this. Start by cutting the caulk nozzle on a slight angle at the tip. Then insert the tube of caulk into the caulk gun and have it ready for application. And the trick is to grab a teaspoon, and that will help you contour the caulk into the corner. For easy cleanup, get a small bucket and fill it a quarter of the way. Have a sponge soaking in it, and don't forget waste management. For display purposes, I'm going to do one wall at a time, but usually I will do 2 to 3 walls at a time, or whatever I can start and finish in 3 to 5 minutes. With our technique, don't worry about leaving a perfect caulk bead. Just apply a generous amount. When the caulk gun is not in operation, release the pressure. Now, grab your wet spoon and contour the caulk. As you can see, we need to be a little more generous with our product. So let's load it up. Now that's better. Now, pull off your tape very carefully. Next, go back with your wet spoon and smooth out that caulk bead. Now, finish up that caulk bead with a wet thumb or index finger. Let's do it together one more time. Again, apply a generous amount of caulk. Go ahead and contour it with your wet spoon. Hit it with your wet thumb or index finger. Remove the tape. And now is the time when you can massage the caulk to get that clean, uniform bead. And the sponge is your best friend when discarding excess caulk. As you can see, a brand new caulk job brightens up your bathroom and makes it look nice. Notice I start with the tub and work my way right out the door. Now all the caulk is set in place. So just let it dry for 24 hours, then you can go back to having a fully functional bathroom. I'm Eddie Vernier, and we'll see you next time.